Hello and welcome back to episode 3 of my Rome Remastered Alexander campaign walkthrough. So, first let's go over what we did in the parts 1 and 2. In part 1, we secured a foothold by securing the first 2 settlements in Persian soil. Then in part 2, we continued expanding, and we planned on taking Tyre and other Persian settlements, but unfortunately the enemy just kept sending more and more armies, slowing down our progress. But luckily we have very strong units, meaning that we took very little casualties while destroying all our enemies. We're also moving up here to try and look for an enemy settlement because the map indicated a presence of a Scythian settlement somewhere here. The fleet is up ahead scouting, trying to locate it, and then later on it will be used to transport the infantry to launch a naval invasion in search of other settlements and armies to fight. So let's begin by first working on improving the public order. Now we can buy so many things because, as you can see, our economy is pretty strong. It has been in better conditions, but we will make do with what we have. And the reason of me just building up the public order in this land is, as we continue expanding eastward, we're going to have to move our capital, which means that the public order will fall more and more as the capital gets further away. And these 2 settlements, I don't plan on building stables at this time because we have stables in this settlement, which should take care of that. Seeing as how there's an enemy army approaching this settlement, I'm going to send them reinforcements. I think that's as much as I can do, and Alexander is going to pursue Darius. So let's end the turn. Yes, let's end the turn there. We are attacked. That's fine, we'll deal with that in a second. Can't see anything yet, that's fine. We'll continue sending up the infantry force. We'll fight anyone in our way, just so we don't have to deal with them besieging our settlements down here. Let's look at the notifications. We spent a lot of money, and we are besieged. Okay. So first, let's deal with this siege. Select all our units. It's about 50-50. And this is going to be quite the difficult battle because, as you can see, they have cavalry superiority, which means that we will have a very difficult time flanking or doing anything of that sort against them. And seeing as how they have a lot of archers, it's going to be very painful to advance with infantry forces. But we will prevail. So let's get out there and start moving forth. And the reason of me not doing a lot of these battles in auto-resolve is I don't trust the AI to take few casualties and win the day as often. Especially when it's a 50-50 situation as it was here. First I'm going to organize all the troops into personal preference. Another issue is that, as you can see, we have 2 units of light infantry and only 1 of heavy cavalry, and the other 2 units is our general and a very weak one, which we're currently just gonna leave alone, because if we can manage to retrain the companion cavalry, they will be a huge asset. So instead of wasting time on recruiting them later on, we can just immediately retrain them and be ready to move out. So seeing as how they have more cavalry, what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance with my infantry to try and drag them in closer. When the cavalry engages us, I'm going to use my own cavalry to try and flank around to finally take out their archers or any routing units. My only hope is that they don't reach the red line soon enough, because in part 2, most of the armies we fought managed to escape with a lot of their soldiers before we were able to catch up. So let's not let that happen again. Yeah, we're gonna have to spread out a bit and adapt. What I'm gonna try and do is do a formation that's not very easy to flank by the enemy. That should do. Not ideal circumstances, but I think we can react correctly to this situation. So we're gonna have to run pretty close to them so that their archers don't manage to shoot us a lot. I'm going to speed up the time, and of course they're gonna start taking fire very soon. So we gotta have our infantry running into formation and getting ready. We'll be advancing very, very soon. Are they firing? Not yet, luckily. I'm expecting them to start very soon. We have a fair amount of our infantry in formation. The gate's closed. Great. Okay. See, they're able to, because they're not worried about protecting their flank as well. The purpose of having such a long formation is so that we can't outflank them. So it's going to be very difficult for us to achieve anything of flanking. So actually, we're going to have our men run into all the formations, and as soon as the enemy starts charging, we're just going to go into phalanx formation. No, we might as well go in early. Ooh. Let's be ready here. The enemy can do anything. And they have started firing. And since they're actually focusing fire on our skirmisher units, that's not too bad of a outcome, because these units will do a lot more of the fighting. So if we manage to have them avoid the contact, it's a rather good outcome. There we go. They're engaging. I would like to try and get my cavalry around them so we can stop any retreat, but I don't know how easy that's going to be able to do. Now let's start moving up a bit. As you can see, our army just absolutely destroys theirs. But they're protecting their flanks, not allowing us to go around them. Yeah, their archers don't want to shoot when we're this close. That's great news. Or not as much, at least. Ooh, get information quick. I really want their cavalry to charge in so we easily take that out. And as you can see, I'm trying to secure the flanks of every unit with whatever I'm doing. Oh, some of their cavalry committed. Good. Let's try and do something with that. Very nice. Oh. Don't let them break our formation. As soon as our formation is broken, it's all over. Are they withdrawing? No. Okay, good. Let's take them out. Pursue them. Oh, don't go out there. I don't want to get stuck fighting spearmen, especially with cavalry units, but when there's this many of them around, we might as well go in. Oh, this is an absolute massacre. Might as well put our general out here. Beautiful. Beautiful turn of events. Now, as you can see, we are still taking casualties due to the enemy firing at us, but I'm not very concerned with that. I'm very happy with what's going on because of just how much we're able to do in terms of death and damage. Ooh, chariots. You don't want to engage chariots with your cavalry, especially with light cavalry. That didn't turn out too badly. Continue the battle, of course. Yes! Finally, we killed an enemy general. I think, right? Yeah. Finally, that took a long time to do. And as you can see, even though they had cavalry superiority, and they honestly could have won this battle if we didn't react properly, you should never admit defeat. We just took a bit of casualties to our cavalry and that's it. Only 63 casualties. And considering that they had a lot of heavy cavalry, we did pretty good, especially with all those archers they had. That could have been very brutal to our soldiers. Good. So now what we're going to do is... I need to move out immediately so we can start taking settlements. We can't wait. You know what, let's go and attack here. Ooh. I really want to finally take out Darius. And it's mainly infantry force. Now see, here we have a lot less heavy infantry to fight them with, but this is a very good set of circumstances. I could easily auto-resolve and probably win, even though it shows almost 50-50, but I want to personally kill Darius. I'm going to go in and do it. He sent all those armies to try and stop me. Well, he failed, and now it's time for him to pay the price. The ultimate price. Look at all this cavalry. This is what we need in our armies. So I'm going to use the same formation as in the previous video, which is having the Hypaspis on the left and right flank. And this is useful because in case we do get flanked, which, if we're not paying attention, will happen quite often, we'll be able to still hold the line and kill the enemy. You know what, I'm so confident that I'm gonna go and send Alexander. You should never be this cocky, but it's such a weak force, there's nothing they can do really. Oh, look at that army marching in. And there's nothing they can do to stop us. Because I'm going to pursue Darius to the end of the earth if I have to. He is not escaping me this time. See, sending archers out, and this is a mostly cavalry army, and which means that since there's no spearmen here, we can just charge in with our heavy cavalry and take them all out. Which is exactly what we're gonna do. But we have to be careful because if Alexander dies, the campaign is over, so that's why I shouldn't be too cocky and avoid sending him into combat. Well, this situation is alright as we have a lot more units and we have heavy cavalry supporting it all. Come on, kill him. Alright, well, let's go after Darius. Alright, so far very successful. Alright, he's not withdrawing. Let's just leave him alone, and when he comes back with the second army, we'll take him out. Nice. then again, why wait? Why wait when he just stands here? And their army is really still a while from getting here. No, he's just gonna pull us into them. It's not worth it. Let's move our formation to react here. All right. Let's see. All right, let's let our cavalry rest a little bit here. Yeah. Darius shouldn't be very damaging. It's just a few chariots shooting at us. But you never know. But I really want to try and take him out before the second army arrives, but I didn't want to pursue him there because all those spearmen were approaching him. It would have not gone very well, I assume. You guys are tired now, that's not good. Taking fire, but not casualties, that's good. There's already second chariots there. But I'm going to try and go around him, however unlikely that may be in terms of success. The cavalry is either going to be going around and flanking to hit the enemy weak points, or just going around and protecting the flanks. Right, let's not scare them away. Let's go in this way and try and encircle them first. Push them towards our spears or other units. Any other units, really. Alright, our ranged units are actually doing damage to them, which is why I'm gonna have them hold fire so they don't hit our own men. All men, hit him, hit him, hit him. Come on. Ooh, it's not nice to see those casualties, but... Oh, is he in the front one? He better not be. Yeah! We did it. Enemy king is dead. And now we are taking a lot of fire, but that's fine. That is fine. It is a day to celebrate. All casualty numbers are now acceptable. Whatever it took to take that. This is already going much better. We've killed the enemy king, we've held Parmenian's army, and it's now stronger. And now we're really effectively chasing down their units. Oh, was it their chariots that were shooting? Or do they have immortals? Because immortals can transition from melee to missile. I should let the men rest a little bit. They will be a lot weaker if they're tired. Are they really coming back to fight us? Do they not know who they are messing with? Well, let's run into that formation. Alexander needs to rest. With him being such an important character, if we can't really afford him being tired and risk a faster death. Yeah, so it was just those chariots and any missile units they happen to have here. It's time for our infantry to get the taste of Persian blood. Well, they've already fought the Persians, so taste more Persian blood. Let's flank around. Yeah, see, this is where having Hypaspis on the flanks is useful because they could come around and the Hypaspis will help the hoplites hold, making the units much more successful in combat. And another beautiful example of spears proving to be an extremely effective weapon against Persians. Ooh, they're starting to rout, and we're not even fighting some of them. That's nice. I would like to try and take out... Oh. I would like to try and take out their general if possible. So I'm going to maneuver the cavalry to that area, so they can do that properly. And then I'm going to send the cavalry to get that done. Alright, looks like this will be another successful battle. Okay. Whichever one's the weakest unit, I'll just send them down. Or lowest in numbers, at least. Not really looking at experience level. Now it's just time to pursue them. I really hope we can get that general out as well. It's just less that we have to deal with. The reason for me just doing this right now is just to put them into a longer formation, making it easier to chase them all down. So that they don't run in a straight line, but instead into this wider formation, catching more enemies. We're really taking casualties to these chariots. And I think their general got away. We took quite a few unnecessary casualties, but that's fine. Once we take Tyre, we should be able to easily retrain them if they have stables there. They're very tired. Come on, take them. That should be all of them after that one. Yeah. Surprisingly few casualties once again. Most of them just cavalry, which is showing exactly why we need a lot of cavalry and not as much infantry, although the infantry is also very effective. Oh, that was the garrison army? Oh, we took out the garrison army there. That's very good. I thought we still have the entire garrison to go and fight. Yeah, I'll just build ladders. They only have, what, 7 soldiers to fight us on the walls, and then our cavalry can charge through and take them all? Nice. Alright, so I know there's 2 settlements here, this one, and there's a possibility of more, but we'll see. Let's just send the spy somewhere here, see if we have more armies to deal with. Empty settlements. I like the view of this. Can our army move? Yes, they can. Beautiful. We can go straight for these 2 settlements very quickly. Yes. Let's just leave these 2 units behind to manage public order. And I'm deciding on them too because they're missing a few soldiers, even though it's only 2 and 1, but we need someone to stay behind. You know what? No, let's... But this... Alright, we'll leave this companion cavalry behind and these 2 units of hoplite just to protect in case any more armies suddenly show up and want to make a problem for us. Yeah. And then the reason for me keeping that cavalry unit there is so that we can hopefully build better stables very soon to retrain them. So let's look at mercenary units. Heavy cavalry, sure, we'll take them. We need all the cavalry we can get. Army routes, trade increase. So this is a really good turn. I don't want to waste money unnecessarily, but I think we deserve getting a few more hoplites into the troops, into the armies. Alright, next turn. That's exactly what I was talking about. That's exactly what I wanted to avoid. Oh, perfect. Scythian army as well. So that means there's a settlement here, which means a naval invasion there would be useful. Alright, let's first take out these guys. I said let's take them out. I'll just speed through this battle because it's not very a strong army. Just organizing for easier use during this short battle. Let's look at this unit. What are they? They remind me of the companion cavalry we left behind. Similar armor style. Alright, let's go and take them out. And those are spearmen, so we're going to have our cavalry stay behind. And let the infantry do all the heavy lifting. Which shouldn't be a lot. It's very a weak army. And of course, we'll have the cavalry close by to help with any issues that arise. Ooh, they're actually moving forward. That's nice of them. And they're in the center of the map, meaning they won't rout very quickly. Or they won't get away very far with our cavalry nearby. Alright. They shouldn't have missile. Yeah, they don't have missile units. So we'll be fine. They're just taunting us. Oh no! I didn't react fast enough. I need to get this guy. Alright, you distract them. You go. There. Okay. Did we take any casualties? Hopefully not. Alright, let's go. Go take this unit down. Oh, these guys came back. Perfect. Alright, looks like they are not going to run away very easily. We will just meet them in a different area. Over here. Alright, let's take him out this time. Alright. We should have him down very soon. Still no casualties, I believe. Put your spears down. Perfect timing. You guys. Nice. Enemy general down. You guys pursue them. Are you guys done? Yes, you are. You can help out. And that's 2 units down. Less for us to deal with. And no casualties too, which is great. So a lot more success in part 3 than we had in part 2. Okay. We'll continue advancing, and of course there's another one. We can see there's nothing here, so it's got to be somewhere here. So I'll move the fleet here, so after we finish sieging it, we can immediately move out. That's a very weak army. We will have absolutely no problems destroying that. And this is quite a weak one too. Yeah, we can easily destroy both of them. I know this is silly that they have so few soldiers and I'm still playing the battle myself, but you never know. There might be a few lives that are saved that might end up turning the tide of another battle. But since we're with ladders, we should have an easy time. Now, pikemen I don't really consider a unit you should use for going up with ladders, but I'm not going up there with missile units to go and engage them. I'm trying to pick an angle which their towers will do minimal damage to us. Yeah, those two should be it. And their infantry are not even on the towers. That's okay. No casualties, hopefully, at least from the towers. Yeah, that seems to be the result of that.
Our ladders are at the walls. Now bravery and steel will be tested as our men fight over the defenses.
No, we won't have to fight too hard. And the good thing of capturing these towers is it's not only not going to shoot us when we go over there, but also they're going to shoot the enemy for us. So while we're approaching them, these guys are already going to start dying. But their chariots have missile units too. Alright, let's move everyone over. Man, those chariots can shoot far. Are these towers doing no damage to them? I mean, I'll move in there with my infantry if I have to, but... Alright, let's do it. Cavalry forces. Alright, please take out your spears, easily kill them. Nice. Quickly kill them as well. Please take them out. Please go and help them. I don't know if this would happen to an AI.
The enemy general flees. Press forward so that the spirit of his army is a broken tool.
Yeah. Why are your spears down? No, don't go in the tower.
The enemy general is running away. This is no way for a leader to behave, but in battle it is beyond.
Alright, well this isn't going as planned. This should have been a lot more enemies dying instead of us. There we go. Well, those 33 casualties were unnecessary. I've learned my lesson to exterminate the population when it's not at a very high happiness. See, now we can have very high tax rate and almost exactly the same public order as it was before we exterminated the population. Which proves that it is beneficial to do so. Well, let's retrain our units. Our infantry is in really good shape, so I just want to focus really on my cavalry first, and after all of them are selected, I'll throw in the infantry as well. Is it really just their general? Well, in that case... But is he on a chariot, though? Now let's take him out. Really, that high? I'm guessing he's on... Oh, he's the new faction leader. Okay. Yes, it's very likely chariots. We'll take him out, either way. And then we'll head back and retrain all the soldiers, so it's fine if we take a bit more casualties. Although I would prefer not to. Alright, let's see, where are they? Oh, they're far, far away. With the high ground. Missile cavalry. That's not gonna be fun. They've got the high ground and range. Alright, as soon as they start firing, we're gonna start running. Just to conserve energy up until that point. Alright, let's run at them, hopefully taking fewer casualties. And oh, they're gonna get to withdraw easily, aren't they? No. Dang it, we didn't get him. That's unfortunate. Sort of unnecessary casualties. But now that unit's gonna be weaker, so they can't really do anything to us. And they're gonna have to spend a turn retraining them. Yeah, sure. Let's get all the commanders. Because we took Tyre, now our income's higher. Alright, let's have him stand on the side. Yeah. And then I'll retrain all these guys. So we weakened that unit a lot, almost completely, so they won't be able to put up a fight. Oh, we can retrain the companion cavalry here, so I'll send them down. Who doesn't need retraining as much? We're not retraining you this turn. Alright, nice. We can have companion cavalry here now. All of them restored back. Very good. And then time to make decision about what this army should do. So I'm going to send a spy, seeing if we can see any other armies. Not really. And since that is not a threat at all, at least to this army, we'll go after the Persians. And then after we take out the Persians, we'll go and take out the Scythians or the settlement, depending on what we can do this turn, or what we feel necessary. Alright, time for a bigger battle than those small single unit. I'll actually hide the foliage so I can see what we're doing. It's already organized, that's nice. Alright. This is a mostly infantry army, so we should have little to no problems with them. Especially if we do something like this, which will make flanking a lot harder. My only concern is that so that this cavalry doesn't charge in by themselves. That is quite unfortunate of a trait, but any heavy cavalry will be gladly accepted. Now let's keep the general a little bit back, so that in case the enemy has missile units, because I wasn't really looking for them, we can easily deal with them. Or keep him safe from them while we deal with them. No, so it's just a few peltasts and mainly spearmen. Weak spearmen. Yeah, we'll be fine. But they do have some immortals. But so few that it won't make a difference, really. But them hiding will. Those peltasts, yeah. Okay, so they have one unit of peltasts, I believe. Oh, but the immortals, yeah, them too. Okay, we're taking fire, but relatively well. Let's continue moving forward so that they don't really have time to shoot us. Keep the general close just in case they were flanking us. The first casualty has fallen. Oh, get in formation. They could run at us at any second. And if they do run at us, we will be in trouble if we're not standing ready with pikes down. But I can't just stand there and let them shoot me. Move a little bit more forward. Careful of their presence. They're really going around us. And they're still not willing to engage. We gotta move even closer. But as you can see, by them not having the normal archers they would use, they're not as effective of a fighting force. But our pikes are always ready, so we are always an effective fighting force. I'm going to try and maneuver the cavalry around to flank them, of course, and to chase down those guys. We do not want any of them escaping. Ooh, we don't want to get overwhelmed there. Careful there now. Are they routing? No. Oh, those are peltasts. We'll take them out. All by ourselves. Yeah, that's so far all right. So, yeah, we'll just stay here. We'll make better decisions in a second upon cavalry movement. Ooh, with them routing that much, we can... Let's go for a bit more damage. Although those spearman units are quite close. Let's actually take the light cavalry. Oh, no. Their infantry is back. Which was not something I wanted. Let's back out of there for a second. Get ourselves some breathing room. Ooh, take them out if you can. If we can get him, that'd be very, very good. Alright, you guys turn back, take him out. Oh no. Okay. Okay, if we can catch him now. Yeah. That little bit of a sacrifice in men was worth it. Because we managed to cause a mass rout, which allowed us to easily reach their general. And our infantry is just chilling there and holding. So we can easily chase them down, relax, not worry about this. Moving that away because although those were exposed peltists, they do have heavy cavalry nearby. Luckily, these guys are pretty obedient. They're not running ahead of or anything. Alright, let's engage them. Not really ideal to start off with light cavalry engage. Oh, heavy cavalry's doing it. That's fine. Continue moving forward with our infantry. Pursue their cavalry because we want to make it so that all their armies are very weak, like this one having very little cavalry. Oh, they're charging. Get spears down. Got it in time. Good. How close are they to the red line? I think we'll make it, so we'll continue chasing them. The peltists are once again exposed. And we can just really get out of formation and just take them all down. I want to engage these guys, since there's so many of them. Oh, they're withdrawing. Alright, let's do that. Alright, we have basically won the... Yeah, we have won the battle because all their remaining soldiers are either retreating or withdrawing. And that is a victory because they will not turn back and they will only fight us back if we engage units that are not retreating already. Great. But like I said, I'm not going to let any of them get away. I'm not going to try to let any of them get away. Were we stopping them at the red line there? Oh, we were. That's alright. We might actually have to let one or two of their units escape. Simply because I don't want to get stuck fighting spearmen. Although their morale is not too high, really. Might be able to do some good damage. No. Let's just focus on them. Let's not get stuck fighting two units.
The enemy army is in flight. Pursue them. Drive them from the battlefield.
Alright, final units that are being caught. That's all of them. Only 37 casualties and we killed over 1,500. That shows the effectiveness of the Macedonian army. Alright, let's see how far can we go. We cannot take that army out, so we'll just take the settlement. And then if that army moves any closer, we'll take them out and then head to the next one. Yeah, that sounds like a pretty good plan. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll just continue recruiting some hoplites for armies coming back, because we will be forming more to help out. So for example, this guy could be a brand new army that's going to march out. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll start forming up the army. Yeah, that'll do. And I'll just move the phalanx back into Alexander's army. Since it doesn't have a lot of infantry units in it, might as well take them in. That's, I think, the end of that turn. Alright. Ooh. They snuck around. And there's an army back here. Oh, and there's a load of armies here. Alright. Well then, that's going to present a new situation and new opportunities. But I think that should be left for part 4. Thank you for watching part 3 of the Alexander campaign walkthrough, and in part 4 we will continue breaking through the Persian armies and taking even more settlements. And I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.